the case. I mean, really, there's nothing from digital that can easily demonstrate that you're helping a TV number. I mean, the TV measurement ecosystem is kind of its own thing. You know, going from one digital platform or one network to another, that's easy to trace. We can do that all day long, and that's why digital currency is so strong, because everything is measurable, everything's trackable, and you can determine impacts. You can forecast impacts. You can if then that. You know, you can really do a lot of scenarios to figure out exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish, and then measure if you're able to succeed in what your strategy is. And in television, we just don't know. Doesn't mean it's not worth doing. It doesn't mean that there's not anecdotal evidence or things that you can do to connect an engaged social audience back to the television side. But if you're really looking for an easy formula, there isn't one. Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. I've got a meteorologist in one of our markets who, again, is a student of this. He doesn't claim to be an expert, but he's built a very healthy audience, and he really, really works it. And you know that he first of all, he's just very good naturally at Facebook, not just posting really engaging content. And that's everything from on a really busy night being very active on Facebook, even when he's got on air and digital platforms to support. You know, and in his market, thunderstorms and severe weather are a big part of what he has to deal with. And he's able, through him or his team, able to keep Facebook updated even when they're doing other things as well for television and digital. So he knows that it's worth his time doing that. Now, he's figured out a couple of things. At least he thinks he's figured out a couple of things. One is he believes if he posts a specific call to action, watch for this reason, right around 5 minutes till the hour, that's a good time that he thinks he can drive a second quarter hour there. Now, this is not backed up by any research, but he says he's done this enough to think, I think that can make this happen on nights in which people want to have weather information, or when the live weather segment might provide value in terms of explanation, detail, and time that you really don't get as well on digital platforms. So there's a value to the customer in turning on television to watch the weather forecast that night. So he thinks at 10:55 is a time in which he can have the biggest shot of driving a number. Again, it may be a small tick, but he sees it enough to think, I think I have something going on there. He also knows that if he did it too early, like 10:45, that it probably won't have the impact. And if it's after the 10:55, then it's probably too late to have an impact. So he's kind of got it down to that little bit of a science. He also knows, though, that people start figuring that out. So he does it very sparingly when he wants to try something and thinks he has content that works really well on television to fulfill the promise. If you ask someone to stop what you're doing right now, looking at Facebook on a phone or a tablet or a laptop or on a computer, and turn on television or switch the channel if you're already watching, then there'll be a payoff for them doing that because he's got product for television that is best for television at that hour.